It's safe to say that we in India are in love with Asian flavors. I'm talking Chinese, Japanese, Thai, Malay, Indonesian. There's something about the sweet, savory, smoky combinations, the spiciness, the tanginess of this food that gets our palate going. Now, what I love about Asian cooking is that it's quick, it's easy, and it's really, really fresh. All you need to do is make sure all your ingredients are prepped from below. So my first recipe is a simple stir-fried prawns. We've got some nice tiger prawns. I've got some dry red chili, which I really like to use. Fennel seeds, a little bit of fresh ginger, some spring onions, an English cucumber, right, for a bit of freshness and crunch. And we're going to pair it and kind of serve it on top of some lovely egg noodles. So what I want to do is start with cooking our egg noodles. So while the water is coming to a boil, let's get down to chopping up our ingredients for our stir fry. So I'm going to start by chopping up the whites of 3 spring onions. Then some lovely fresh young ginger. I've got some spring onion greens all chopped and good to go. English cucumber. Water has come to a boil. Let's add egg noodles. Most importantly, don't forget to season the water. Nice generous pinch of salt in that goes. Let's get back to our prep. Now I'm just going to slice up the cucumber. Some dry red chilies, 2 of them, they're quite hot. So my chilies are done. Now these noodles should take not more than 3 minutes or so to cook. Right, my egg noodles are done. They've still got a bit of bite in them. So I'm going to turn off the heat because they're going to keep cooking in that hot water. And while I strain the noodles out, let's heat up our non-stick pan. Let's get these noodles strained. And to stop the cooking, rinse with cold water. So these are done, and what I like to do is to just add a few drops of oil to give them a bit of sheen and to stop them from sticking. Back to our stir fry. Our pan is now nice and hot. Some refined oil. Time to stir fry the prawn. Pepper. When you're stir frying, you gotta keep things moving really fast, yeah? Look at that, really, really important because things are going to overcook. Tails have turned orange. Prawns are almost done. I'm going to remove them to a plate, get that pan back on the heat, and now get down to our spring onions, ginger, and our cucumber, right? Along with our chilies, of course. Little more oil. And now for the aromatics. So, ginger, spring onion, chilies, fennel seed, little spring onion greens. In they go. You have to work really quick. Our onions have softened. The ginger, nice and fragrant, fennel, dry red chili, all done. I'm going to now add back the prawn. Turn down the heat a little bit. Now it's time for us to add our sauces. A little sweet chili sauce. A good generous tablespoon of soy. Squeeze of lime. Then, right over the top, our cucumber. Okay, I'm adding the cucumber right at the end so that they remain fresh and crisp and cooling. Just another minute or so. Yeah, and you're gonna get a lovely glaze forming all over these prawns. Okay, done. Also, before I forget, what will a good stir fry be without lots of nice fresh coriander? Okay, time to plate up. Noodles, some spring onion, fresh coriander, in that goes a touch of soy over the top, a little bit of salt. Okay, I love eating these noodles just like that, maybe with a little bit of chili oil combed through it. One down. Quick, fresh, easy, absolutely delicious. Now, let's get on to one of my favorite ingredients, especially when you're cooking Asian food, some pork. So what I've got over here are two nice pork chops. We are going to be doing today a 5-spice and honey and soy glazed pork chops with a quick apple, spring onion and cucumber salad. So the first thing we want to do is make up a little batch of our 5-spice powder. Very, very easy. So we'll start with a nice stick of the cassia. Next, some cloves, star anise and sauf as well. Pepper, sauf or fennel seed. In that goes. Turn up the heat and dry roast them until they are smoking and fragrant. Right, the minute you get that fragrance and aroma of the spices, you know that they are now dry roasted and ready to grind. So turn off the heat. I have ground this beautiful and exotic smelling combination of spices to a nice, fairly fine powder. Now, all of this 5-spice powder, we're not using all of it, right? We're going to use some for these lovely pork chops that we have to flavor them. Okay, so our pork chops, I'm going to start by drizzling over a little bit of refined oil, massage it in just to help the 5-spice powder stick to the pork chops nicely. Now, our freshly made 5-spice powder, lovely, on both sides. Then we will season them. Let's get down to searing and cooking through our lovely 5-spice pork chops. While the pan is heating up, we'll make a quick accompaniment to it, right? Something that goes really, really well. Cucumber and green apple salad. I've got some lovely thin juliennes of cucumber and spring onion. I'm going to put that into the bowl. Apple. And a little coriander. Then a crack of pepper, a little salt, a touch of soy. Mix it up. Let's just keep that aside and get back to our cooking of the pork chops. Pan is really hot. Some refined oil. Now, let's fry these chops. The cool thing about this 5-spice powder or other similar spice mixtures of Asian cooking is that they use spices which originate mostly in our country. Now, turn these over. They should have developed a nice crust. So, a little bit of water, all right? I want the chops to cook in that steam. Yeah, sizzling. Okay, so I'm going to cover my pan with heat-proof, temperature-resistant plates. One of the advantages of really good plates, such as this, is that you can use them to cover a hot pan like this. No danger of cracking, splitting, exploding, and any of those things. Now, this is done. What I want to do is add just a touch of sweetness. Just a touch. It complements this kind of flavor base perfectly. So, a drizzle of honey over the top. Perfect. Those are done. I'm going to turn off the heat and we can get down to plating this beautiful looking dish. Okay, pork chops done. Come back, the other side of the break, we've got some lovely fish. We're going to do it in a very, very unusual way with some really cracking flavors. So, come back.